Okay, happy Wednesday from Pompeii. We are here touring the ruins of this ancient city where 20,000 people lived, and it is incredible. Today, for our Deuteronomy reading plan, we're reading about something not exactly similar, but in the same tone. This was a devastation when Vesuvius erupted. You could just see all of the ruins that are left. And what we read about today is something that Moses has been warning about all throughout the pages of Deuteronomy. What's going to happen if Israel falls into the temptation to worship false gods? We're touring up there where you see temple after temple after temple of false gods. Now, this is not Israel and it's not the same people, but it was easy to see and imagine what Israel had become in the time of the kings. I picture the same kind of thing, temples of every gods on every corner, which is exactly what Moses warned against. So today, as you're reading, just consider those words. Israel, all throughout Deuteronomy, had been warned, don't worship other gods, don't worship other gods. And yet that's exactly what they did when they crossed over into the Promised Land. Generations later, we find in the story of 2 Kings, what we're reading today, that that's exactly what they had done, even to child sacrifice. They followed other gods, the other gods in the region. So we've talked a lot about this. What other gods are you being tempted to follow? It may not be a bronze statue like what you see behind me, but in all likelihood, there's something that all of us are putting ahead of God, ahead of Jesus in our lives. What is that for you? And just consider what happens, the death and destruction that comes when we turn our eyes away from Jesus. So may this be a call for you today to heed the words of Deuteronomy and to remember that God is the only path that leads to life. Amen.